the reality is your body need carbs, okay? Or else you cannot perform. Erection timing is very slow, you know.
Erection timing?
No, reaction timing.
No, bro, you're the expert. Yeah, I put on a few kilos.
A few?
Few lah. Hey. I was running on East Coast in my sauna suit and I ran into Harpreet Singh from Workers' Party.
The body is still removing water because you trick the body into thinking that it's overhydrated.
So stupid, the body. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks a lot for joining us on a very special episode of the Rishi Report SG60 podcast series. Typically, this is a show where we bring you broken news by broke comedians, but today, it's about a broken comedian. That's right. At one point in my life, I was a completely broken comedian, health-wise, fitness-wise, mental wellness-wise as well. And in that moment, I went to see someone who took me on a transformative journey, who brought me through some important lessons of not just physical training, but mental resilience training as well. I'm talking about a very good friend of mine, EJ Phillip from Alpha Beast Fitness. EJ, thanks a lot for joining me on the show. And okay, look, before you say anything, do you remember the phone call that I made to you from London?
About your cut.
Yeah.
For the magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, hey, guess what? I said, what? I got good news and bad news.
Yes, yes.
I remember the exact, bro. When you called me, it was like a brick hit my head at the same time. I was like, whoa, we did it. But whoa, up. How the hell are we going to pull this off?
I'm going to show you an image right now. Let's go. Okay, let's pull up this image of me in October 2021. Why are you laughing, bro?
No, I mean...
What went through your mind when this face showed up at your gym and
I
said...
mean, this is an alcoholic Indian uncle, man. Like, I don't know what happened to his life. Like, what was I going to do with him? Like...
Alcoholic Indian uncle is correct. And I'm only in my late 30s at this... 2021, I was like 37.
Yeah.
Around there, yeah. 37 years old. Yeah, 37 years old. Look at this, man. This is Rabak. Rabak is the word. Okay, those of you, I'm sorry we are going to leave this on a bit longer.
Your eyes are going to get burned, but yes.
Okay. So they get the point, okay? This is what I looked like when I showed up at EJ's gym. And I said, look, this face, this body, and I told him, bro, I want to be on the cover of a men's fitness magazine. That was the goal.
Yes, that was the original goal.
And the reason for that was simple. For many years, I had been thinking about starting a fitness journey, about trying to, fix myself up and just be healthy and have a body worth going on. Men's health at the time was what I was thinking. And we didn't have any confirmation. We didn't have any commitment from any magazine.
Correct.
We didn't have any contract or whatever. But I came to you and I said, look, that is my aspiration. That is my goal.
Yes.
And what was going through your mind when I came to you with that?
So you walked out into the door, into the gym, and you say, hey, EJ, I got a crazy idea. I want to be on the cover of a magazine. What do you think? And then when I saw you, I was like, this one must be a joke, like for 100%. This one must be like some reality TV scam or something like that he's trying to like scam. I was like, okay, whatever. I said, you sure or not? And you said yes, like you wanted to do it. And I was like, okay. It was definitely going to be challenging. And I didn't know how your mindset was during that time.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you could be able to follow through.
Yeah.
Because the reality is you are very busy. You have a lot of things going on, right? And for me to put you in that mindset, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So I had to I took a chance. I said, hey.
You asked me a very important question.
Yeah.
You asked me, Rishi, I think we can do this, but I need to know what is your why.
Correct.
You
Exactly.
forced me to articulate, and that sounds like two questions in one sentence. What is your why? So what or why, right? But it's what is your why? And I told you my why back then was actually very superficial.
Yep.
It was like, no, I don't want to be a fat dude anymore.
Yep.
I feel unhealthy.
Yep.
I wasn't able to sleep properly.
Correct.
I wasn't, as mobile as I wanted to be.
And you were feeling good about yourself.
I was feeling like shit.
Yeah.
And I was in showbiz.
You can feel it. Like you were just tired.
Yeah.
Very tired.
Yeah. To make it clear, this was us coming out of the pandemic. Yeah. We had been through like a year and a half of open, close, show cancel, movie cancel, gigs up, gigs down, live stream on, live stream off. And mentally, I was also in a really shit state because a few months before I met you, maybe about a year before I met you, I had lost my best friend.
Yeah.
My closest friend of around my age had passed away. And that threw me into a terrible emotional spiral. Diet was insanely off. Alcohol was like, if PUB could set up a tank in my house, PUB would have made a lot of money. If they would just, we're going to put one Tiger Beer tank.
Sponsored by.
just on your tap, Tiger Beer come out. So I was in that phase at that point. I remember around 90 plus kilos. Body fat maybe around 20%, 25%. Oh no, 30%.
Yes, 25.
30% body fat at the time. And yeah, I was in a horrible state. But my why was very superficial.
Yeah.
My why was like,
you just wanted a direction, but you didn't know why really until we started. And then you got deeper into the whole, why are you doing the whole program?
Yeah.
Why are you doing it? You realize there's so much more than just wanting to be on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah, it was weird because although it started with that, every training that I came for,
you dig a bit deeper, you realize a bit more about yourself.
Yeah.
And it changed your whole direction.
Yeah. I learned more about my body and what it could take. And I also learned a bit more about my mind, which was interesting. That, oh, shit, really? We can do this? Are you sure that we're going to be able to, eat these amount of calories? And are we sure that we're going to be able to train this hard this often?
Yeah.
And I think eventually we did. We hit some insane goals. And a few months after we completed that thing, I get a phone call. Okay, so we'll take you all through. A little bit of the journey, and EJ will share some specifics that he doesn't share with anyone who's not his client actually.
Yes.
But today, he's going to reveal some of the secrets that we used to get us to a certain place. Here's a short video of our transformation journey that took us 110 days.
Yes, 110
back in 2021, 2022. Check it out.
This comedian called me, Rishi Budhrani, and told me that he was going to ask me to train him. I said, for what? No, he's going to be on the cover of Health magazine. And I'm like, what? Sure, no, this comedian.
To show that, hey, you know what? If we set our mind to it, we can pretty much achieve anything that we want. I'm my most miserable inside there. So let's laugh our way to a six-pack.
100 days to transform him into like a manhunt model? I said, okay, he got 100 days, put some muscle on him, and hopefully you look good for the magazine. The aim, to look something like this. I know it's hard, but let's go, man, Rishi, let's go.
Bro, my shoulder and my arm a bit painful. Should I come for training today? He said, bro, got some people got no shoulder, no arm, they're still training, so just shut up and come.
Initially, when Rishi came to me, looking at him, his condition, I was actually quite overwhelmed. And I was very worried that he couldn't commit. Lifestyle, with the training, and also with the diet.
We've got 80 days more on this journey. I've lost 4.5 kilos.
We actually took on the challenge, told him what I needed him to do. So there were hiccups along the way, but I mean, we stick to the plan. We really put in so much effort, did what he needed to do. And I have to say that was the one that actually really pulled him through and changed the result. So the phone call I got was from Esquire magazine. All right, I'm in London, and I remember I was having fish and chips and a nice big pint of cider.
No, you should tell how long you took a break for. You were having a very good holiday.
I was working. I was shooting for, a TV show.
You were having a very good holiday.
Look, the beautiful thing is once you went so hard, right? after that, once we achieved all our milestones, we still didn't have a magazine cover.
Correct.
I mean, we were on Yahoo Fitspo.
Yes.
I had become
Straits Times.
Straits Times,
Yes.
a big coverage about our
Correct.
fitness journey. I became an ambassador for Standard Chartered Marathon that year. So there was a lot of cool fitness related things that were happening. But that magazine cover, we had kind of gone, you know what? Maybe the beginning was that, but we ended up wherever we did, and it was great. It was a fun journey. We can revisit this goal next time.
Correct.
Until I'm in London, I get this phone call from Esquire magazine, and I had been out of training for a while. Not out of shape, but out of training.
Okay.
Yeah, I put on a few kilos.
A few?
Few lah. Hey, alamak, why must
Are you
shame
sure?
me? And they said that we have a shoot in 4 days. When are you back? I'm like, okay, I'm back in 3 days, but can I have more time? I said, what's the max you can give me? They were like, I said, can you give me 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks to kind of get back in shape? They're like, Rishi, no, it's not about your body. We want you. It's your personality. I said, but what is the theme of the issue? The issue is body, but the theme is body. But don't worry, you don't need to have your physique and everything down. I'm like, man, this is tough, man. So I call you up and I'm like, bro, 8 days max. How? And we went for it and we eventually did it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I received the call, right? Like, you say, hey, bro, I got good news and bad news.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. You're having a fish and chip, having a pint. You told me that exactly. And I was like, okay, so what's the good news?
Yep.
Is it Esquire call? Front cover. I was like, what? I said, hey, finally we got it. And he's like, yes, but here's the bad news.
Oh, man.
We have to do it in 4 days. And I'm like, no lah, bro, it's not going to happen. He says,
Yeah.
so I asked you for like 2 weeks.
Yep.
So I said, hey, can you get them to agree to 2 weeks? And they said, I try and see. And then they came back with 8 days.
Yeah. That's the best. They said we can max out. We need to do the shoot in 8 days. Only then can you make it to the front cover. Otherwise, it's not happening.
And immediately I felt my heart sank at the same time, because I asked you, how far away are we? And you said, no lah, it's okay lah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was probably one of the toughest cuts that we've had to do. But now, given we are talking about the word cut, I mean, that's probably the bodybuilding community, the fitness community, even the
Boxing. Even
boxing,
yes, correct.
mixed martial arts.
Correct.
Those
Yes.
communities will understand what we talk about when we say a cut. But for the layperson who may not have that kind of access to that vocabulary, what are we saying when we say, let's do a cut?
Okay, so basically what a cut is basically to drop your body fat percentage down to actually, number one, for weight purpose, to meet a certain weight or to meet a certain aesthetic impression. So that's why people go on a cut, to come out on like modeling, to come out on magazines, or even for like fighters who need to make weight, they got to drop a cut.
And when we say that, is that, I guess, all the professions that you've mentioned are professional, either fighters, athletes,
Yes,
or
athletes.
even models.
Correct.
There is sometimes a bit of health scares involved when we talk about people going on cuts and forcing their body to do
Correct.
something that is actually not healthy. The body dysmorphia or the anorexia sometimes in models or other groups of people. When you and I were on this journey, we had this conversation a bit, right? About, okay, is there anything that is dangerous that we are doing? How would you kind of manage that with your clients or with people who come to you?
Okay, because we have worked before.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand how your body reacts to every stage of the program. I know your threshold, I know your tolerance, I know how your body will react, and we always had an open communication about how you feel all the time.
Yeah.
Because that was very important.
Yeah.
To go in a cut, you need to be able to understand how your body reacts with every single change. And it's not just putting yourself in the position.
Yeah.
You need to know that whether your body is able to hold or to go through the threshold of so-called pain and, suffering during that period of time. And it's not a very healthy place to be in if you have to do a cut in a very short period of time.
Yep.
Because the body goes through a lot of stress.
And the only reason at that time we were able to do this 8-day cut is because by then we had already done
Correct.
a 120-day
Yes.
program.
A gradual.
A gradual, yes.
So your body had already understand the process of a cut.
Yep.
So your body could take, but it was just a little bit more intense.
Yep.
Then it really plays on how your body can handle it and how your mind can handle it.
What does the process of a cut entail? I went through it 2 times in 2 years with you.
Yes.
The first section, the first one was a gradual cut.
Correct.
From what image some of you saw earlier, and we'll reveal the finale image, or you would have seen it in our transformation video as well. But we started with the diet,
Yes.
right? The caloric intake.
Correct.
Talk us through that a little bit, because you got me to download an app the first time,
Yes.
and start tracking calories.
So when you ask people to count their calories, people don't really know what they're putting in their body. And that's actually the key factor that helps you to kind of like understand what goes in and what goes out. So I normally get my clients to download an app so that actually they are consciously understanding what they put in their body. And from there they know, oh, okay, I am actually in or out or off, right?
Yeah.
And once you understand the basic already, that's where you manipulate the calorie intake to kind of like put in a deficit. And the deficit, it depends on how intense your body can take it.
Okay.
Because once you go in a deficit, we are talking about calorie deficit in terms of like cutting out carbs and all that. The body primary function slows down, shuts down. You get brain fog, you get things. So if you cut too much of a calorie too soon, too fast, you'll be in a very, very bad state.
Yep.
Mindset and body-wise also.
Yep.
Right? So as a coach, you need to understand how to manipulate that for the safety of the client.
Yeah. So a caloric deficit is one aspect of weight loss, if that is what you're interested in. Means you burn more than you consume.
Correct.
In terms of food.
Yes.
And energy. But what is the other aspect? So diet is one, and the other aspect would be?
Expenditure of energy, how you expend your energy, right? So you do resistance training to hold on to muscle so that you don't end up burning the muscle.
Resistance training means weights lah.
Correct.
One example of it is lifting weights.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you put your muscle under stress so that your muscle has purpose not to be burnt away.
Yep.
That's the basic of it, right?
Okay.
And then after that, the next one is cardio. Yeah.
Cardio, as from a very young age, all I understood from cardio was running, swimming, high intensity cardio. But one interesting thing that you told me is that, bro, don't be mad. No need to go and run around so much. What was it you said about cardio?
So the one thing about cardio, people, everybody misunderstood the term, like right?
Yep.
They think it's like you have to do a run, and you have to do things that are very, very intense. Actually, cardio is just getting your heart rate to a certain level so that your body can metabolize fat instead of using muscles or carb for energy. It's actually very simple science.
And what did you suggest that we can get there with? You told me to give you a kiss once.
Huh?
A list
What?
once. So stupid, this joke. But you told me, okay, bro, go in first and give me a kiss. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? He said, no, list.
Yes.
Low intensity, steady state cardio.
Correct.
List.
Yes.
Yes. That means, at least for what we were doing, was mostly walking.
Correct.
On a treadmill at an incline.
Correct.
To get your heart rate between like 135 to 155.
Boy, you still remember.
Bro.
Solid. Oh, solid.
This exam, I got it pat down because I was doing it so often. It has become second nature.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about resistance training. We talk about some cardio.
Yep.
And a bit more extreme measures, right, that we took. Extreme. Tell me about your secret spacesuit. That, by the way, I just want to say this. I was running on East Coast in my sauna suit, and I ran into Harpreet Singh from Workers' Party. I'm not even joking. And he's like, Rishi, tell me about this outfit you got. I said, bro, it's my sauna suit that my trainer suggested I use, to increase my core body temperature so that the heart rate goes higher and I start, losing more water. It's a cut that, it's a cutting mechanism.
Correct.
And he's like, very interesting. I said, yeah, man, that's all I can tell you right now. If you want, call EJ. He can tell you more. Maybe if you go to EJ, then, next election, Pongal is yours, bro.
He'll be taking like running without a shirt, bro. For sure, guaranteed.
Yeah. Tell us about sauna suits, because that's something that you use quite often with your clients.
Yes, I use it with my clients and I also do it myself during a cut. Why? Because the body tends to hold on to water. So water retention is high. So in order to create an atmosphere where your metabolic is increased so that your body is constantly at a certain temperature so that your body metabolizes fat,
Yep.
the sauna suit helps with that. Because if you end up doing cardio in the gym, walking on the treadmill with the aircon fully blast, your body is not going to get to that temperature. So you're not going to be effectively sweating, right?
Yep.
So when you effectively increase your temperature, you sweat more, you remove water because you are definitely needed to hydrate.
Yep.
You remove water and at the same time, you breathe out and burn carbon dioxide, which is fat. Right? So your body goes into really efficient fat burning.
Yep.
Because it's not the conventional method, right? A lot of people say, hey, you have to wear this black trash bag and do cardio. I look stupid, but it works.
I wear the silver one. I don't wear the black trash bag. I wear the silver trash bag. So I don't look like I don't look like trash. I look more like an alien. That's what happens. Speaking of water retention, when you started telling me about water retention, I wrote this joke, which I will share with all of you right now. This is actually inspired by our conversation about water retention and an old army colleague of mine who was always talking about how he got water retention. Check it out.
Water retention. Chinese fellas don't become fat, They just get water retention. Hey, Daniel, what happened? Put on weight. No, water retention. Water lah, all water only lah. Why are all these Chinese dudes retaining water? I'll tell you why. In case Malaysia cuts off the supply one day, all the Chinese fellas will get together. Hey, Kok Meng, I say, come. We got to retain a lot of water already. Let's sell now. We can sell to everybody. Indian dudes, we don't take this kind of soft diseases, For us, give us like high blood pressure, coronary heart disease, cholesterol. I went to the doctor. I said, doctor, do I have cholesterol? He said, cholesterol has you.
So, the first photo shoot this was not for Straits Times, this was our own. So I had hired a photographer for a sunrise photo shoot.
Oh, okay.
And a video crew for a sunrise video.
Okay.
The training session had been done. This is the final day of everything.
Yes.
And I was at East Coast Beach at 5:30 a.m. with the photographer. And you offered. You said, Rishi, I'm going to come there on the shoot. I'm going to be there with you, bro.
Yes.
I'm like, no lah, bro, don't worry. I said, it's okay, man. I'll do it with the crew. He said, no, Rishi, this is our project.
Yes.
We are in this together. I said, but 5:30 a.m. you got to be there. Yeah, I'll be there, bro. No problem. 5 o'clock, I message. 5:30 message. 6 o'clock, sun is rising. I message, call, no response. I'm like, I guess it's my project, not our project.
But I appeared with the kettlebell and the ropes, bro.
And then as the sun is rising, EJ is running from
bro.
his vehicle with battle ropes and kettlebell. I'm like, bro, what happened? You robbed the gym? He said, no, bro, I wanted to arrange all this extra stuff. That's why I'm late. Like, wow.
Oh, that was crazy.
You remember that morning?
Yeah.
And
that was
then
crazy.
That battle ropes photo was the cover photo for the Straits Times interview.
It was the killer shot.
It was pretty cool, man. I won't lie. I'm like, okay lah.
That was like, that was fantastic. Your idea to do it, it was crazy.
I mean, it was something that I had the energy to do. which I've not had for a long time.
Yeah. You were doing pull-ups non-stop by the bar. And I was like, what's up with him? He said, "Did extra, you need to do 5. He's like, no, it's okay, I can still go.
At 38 years or 37 years old, I swear I was fitter than I was in the army. At BMT and at officer cadet school. I must qualify, I was out of course officer cadet. Not like I became an officer now. But my health and fitness level, that morning I remember very clearly, because the camera crew that was filming me running up and down the jetty.
The drone shot, right?
The drone shot and everything. The drone also got tired, but I was like, continue running, no problem.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah,
let's do it again. I was
They're like,
like,
are you sure, Rishi? This guy is like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah.
because don't forget, you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
You had to cut enough water.
Yeah.
So I was like wondering, are you okay to keep on running the way?
Yeah.
Correct
so
or not?
I can't. Yeah, that was a wild one. That was a wild shoot. But I'm so glad.
You had that energy. You were still rocking it. It was crazy.
I think about that a lot of times. And this is not to blow my own horn or whatever. Like I people who play football with me or they see me train or they know that I'm not like the most fittest dude out there. But I think I bring myself back to that moment because it reminds me that if you are training properly, eating well, and sticking to the program and the plans and the routine, you can really get the most out of your mind and your body.
Yep.
And not just physically, I talk about it from a creative standpoint as well. I look back in recent years as one of the most creatively productive years. And I always think about that because if your body is kind of at its optimum, it's almost as though your mind follows. Before I was training with you, I was using this a lot. Protein shakes.
Yeah.
Talk me through that. Why were you so clear, even when we were doing the bulk and cut,
Yes.
that Rishi, as much as possible, 90% of it, natural foods. Stay away from the shakes. Stay away from the protein shakes. Why do you say that?
Basically, it's from my experience with protein shakes, right? Protein shakes are marketed, okay? Now there's so many studies coming out. If you actually go and look at it, it's marketed as another alternative form of protein, right? And what people don't realize that in the market now, a lot of people have manipulated the concentration of protein. They just add nitrogen in it. There are studies, right? Not done by third-party independent who find that it says 30 grams of protein, but there's only 5. And people have been marketing it, and people who don't know better just keep on taking it.
Okay.
Right? And it's filled with like sugars, fillers, preservatives, and all that. And if you're really, really looking on a health basis, just eat your protein. Right? I think that's the easiest way to make sure that, you can control what you put in your body.
Yep.
I think that's the more important thing about fitness and wellness, right? The ability to be able to control what you put in your body. Because at the end of the day, it will relate to how you feel and how you look.
Yes.
And I'm a very big fan of, you should eat right. I'm a very big fan. Like, learn how to eat correctly before you take any form of supplements.
Yep.
Because that's the basis. Right? Before there were supplements in the market, we had to learn how to eat. And we did all right. We did well.
Yep.
We were healthy. We felt good. But then there's a whole range of supplementation in the market. Oh, you're not having enough of this, enough of that, enough of this. Which is true because we don't eat a whole bunch of vegetables.
Yep.
So definitely we're lacking in our minerals and all that.
Yeah.
So of course, in a challenging world with stress and all that right now, we definitely need, that's why it's called a supplement, because it's to already supplement your solid diet. That's what I always tell my clients.
It's not a replacement.
Correct. So anybody who takes those replacement shakes, you should be eating, not taking a replacement.
Yeah, I think sometimes because of time and
Correct.
Just the intensity of everything, you sometimes lose track, right? Like no time to cook, no time to meal prep.
Yep.
You don't have. We were quite fortunate at the time because we had like a meal partner as well.
Yes.
Nutrify Meals. Correct. Shout out to Nutrify Meals. You guys were fantastic.
Solid.
Thank you for that. but not everybody has the same access.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can understand that, but I think there's great value because I stopped doing it. I stopped taking any kind of protein shakes. I started focusing more on the natural foods as far as possible. And, you know, what we agree was even beer is a natural food.
I will not agree. I agree to disagree, but hey, I mean, why not? Why not?
Look, I bring this up because in our training phases, right, the intense training phases,
Yes.
which, by the way, you offer to everyone, right, that what your goals are.
Correct.
You ask them what their goals are, why
Correct.
they want to do this, why do they want to get into this training mode, and you offer them a 12-week training program, 3 sessions a week.
Correct.
And you take them through what they want to get. There are days where we will screw up. In my first few weeks of training, I gotta admit, I wasn't I wasn't at my most optimum.
You know, you're whiny. Like you whine about everything.
Wow. Okay, go on. Tell me what I whined about. Tell me what I whined about
You
in training.
always come to training saying that your body hurts, heel pain, there pain, shoulder pain, traps pain. And I'm like, yeah, it's training.
And I remember asking you once, I said, bro, today my shoulder a bit sore. Should I come in for training? And you said to me, bro, got people no shoulder and they are still training. Just shut up and come.
That was the iconic moment. Like what are you trying to get there? Like just saw, and you want to like. So that was the initial part of that training where I had to put up with that. It's unbelievable.
Oh, man, it's pretty unbelievable. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man, but I was just doing my best to get by. And I swear, there are so many times where to delay the set, to delay
You
the...
will tell me a joke, you will talk about something else, and I'm like, what is this guy trying to do? I know your angle, right? Sometimes I give you chance a little bit, I'm like, yeah, okay lah. But sometimes I'm like, okay, can you just like,
Yeah.
oh, I have to do, huh? Oh.
I was like, how many sets?
Yeah. And then you pretend to forget. Oh no, I do really well. Like, and I'm like, what is this guy trying to do? You're trying to smoke me.
No, but okay, that's one thing. Okay, look. Okay, that's one thing that's I've never been like working with many PTs or any PTs in particular for a long time. But I think your approach is a bit unique in that you don't get us to take notes of like,
see,
you know, how many
reps, how many sets,
how many reps, how heavy and all that.
Correct.
So that's why I keep asking you.
So the real reason behind it is very simple. You don't come in 100% every day. I cannot put yesterday's weight on today's. If you are today at 30% and I give you 100% of yesterday, you're bound to get injured. So I cannot do that. That's why I always ask you, how do you feel today?
Yeah.
And I will gauge that training has to be at the maximum of what you can do for that day. I cannot push you beyond what you can.
Yeah.
If your mindset is not there, your body is not 100% recovered, and I put 100% of what you're doing yesterday, what do you think is going to happen? Number one, you're going to get injured.
Yeah.
Number two, maybe you can't even carry it, then you get demoralized.
Yeah.
You see, the thing with training is you're training your body, but when you train the mind, you teach the mind to be able to overcome that rep. You win. Your mind becomes stronger because you win in that session. For me, is the ability to push through your sets. Certain sets, we could do the same exercise, but I would always do a 10 full, 10 half. I'll just change it up.
Yeah.
And for you, you'd be like, still got some more. Oh. But you managed to complete it. Right? And then we could really feel that progress is already better than what it was. It may not be an increase in the weight, but it could be just another form of time under tension.
Yeah, it's a barrier broken.
Yes.
My biggest weakness when Hokkien me and a draft Heineken are in front of me, I'm like, man. I'm like, bro, today, rabak, how? And then you would advise me. Tell everybody.
So, I always believe in the 80-20 rule. I think I told you that. If you are able to give yourself the accountability of being 80% on point with your training and your diet in a day or in a week, then the 20% I think you deserve to have that little bit is to kind of like feed your mind. Not so much of your body, it's your mind. So that you don't feel that you are in this constant struggle of like trying to keep up.
Yeah.
You still have a little bit of enjoyment here and there, but yet you're still on point and you don't beat yourself up for it. Oh, I screwed up my diet. And that's very important.
Yeah.
You shouldn't beat yourself up on your diet because there are things that are bound to happen. And importantly, it's about doing damage control. What are you going to do for recovery? Like I had a bad night out, fine. Hydrate. Wake up the next day. Make sure that you eat a proper meal to get the nutrients back into you. Start doing recovery. So you get back on track. Instead of just doubling down and going for another McDonald's and like, that's what people do really. Nothing against McDonald's, but that's the reality.
No, but you're right. I've been in those situations where I maybe had one bad meal or one like, it's junk already. One more bad meal, no problem. Anyway, it's already a lost cause today.
Yes.
Yeah, that happens. You spiral a little bit.
Correct. Then you have one day badly done, and then you have a second day, and then you have the third day. And before you're 1 minute in, just losing track of everything.
Yeah.
And then to start back all over is a hard reset. That's the difficult for the mind, right?
Yeah.
And your mind goes, but one day is okay. Like, okay, I up one day. Never mind. Let me go and double down tomorrow.
Yep.
And then you come back faster.
Yep.
So it's never about beating yourself up over that one day.
And you also added a very, very good mechanism for me, right? Every time I'll call you, I'll be like, hey, okay, bro, don't worry. It's okay. It happened. Now, next day, you do these things. You hydrate, you eat clean, and you just do your cardio.
Correct.
Right? Just reset.
Yes.
And I realized in retrospect that the cardio was not going to do a great deal to my weight or to my body or whatever. It's just
Your mind.
up here.
Correct.
Right? You kind of reset to get back into the zone.
Correct.
For the next training.
Yes. It's the baby step that you start to take to get back on track.
Yeah.
You don't just try to go in all because your mind cannot do it.
What is the link between the training that you offer to the mental health or the resilience that someone builds along the way? I'll share my experience in a bit, but in your experience with the multiple people you've trained.
So the first thing, everybody has their own challenges. And because of that, they always feel that, okay, it has to be so regimental. That already put a big stress on your mind. Number one. Number two, when they screw up, they realize that, I screw up. It's a hard reset. I have to start all over from the beginning. And that deters them again. So when you start a training program, what more often than not is you're just actually training your mind to be a little bit stronger with every training. Not so much of coming in the reps, doing the reps and all that, that plays a little bit of part. About you just challenging your own boundaries to push yourself further every step of the way. Right? Certain days you're doing 100% better. Certain days you're only doing 30%.
Yep.
But the whole ideology is you just show up.
I learned this first from, you know who? Hrithik Roshan. But the first time and he shared the same thing, right? He said, look, if you wake up one day and you're supposed to have a gym training, but you don't feel up to it, he said, never mind. Put on your gear, bring your shoes, show up to the gym first. If you are there in front of the thing, you are inside the gym and you still feel sick, okay, go home. But the moment you get there and you're like, okay, I can kind of do this, that's when you know that actually you're just being lazy. Actually, your body is just kind of giving you a bit of inertia. And some days are like that, right? I mean, like you said, you can't show up 100% to every training. Some days you are 20%, but you're there.
You're there.
Some days you're 150 and you're there. And I faced all of those days.
Correct.
In our 12 weeks of training. There were some days I'm like, oh man.
Back-to-back appointments, meetings.
This is not
You're
happening.
slimming and then you are there in the morning for gym.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you feel? Wow, bro.
So many days.
Then I was like,
I'm
are you
like,
okay? He said, let's just do it.
Yeah. I'm like,
yes, just do it.
don't ask me.
Yeah.
Let's just start. Because if you ask me, right, this is going to become a therapy session. Because the year we started training, the year we finished our training session, actually that's the year that I also hosted the parade.
Correct.
We were kind of training leading up to that as well.
Yes.
And I can tell you for a fact, if I didn't do this transformation, if I didn't do the 3 months of training with you, there's no way I would have had the fitness and energy to host NDP. It's a very physically demanding thing. Because, you are running up and down the float.
Yeah.
And I was among some of the hosts. Some of us were sent up into the stands to go and talk to people. So you're running up and then you got 1 minute to come back to the main float before the camera's on you.
Okay.
And I felt confident to be able to do all of those things because I was like, no, I've been training. No, I've been through some rough shit in the past few months. I've been eating 1,200, 1,400 calories and doing resistance training and cardio, sometimes 2 times a day.
Yes.
When we were approaching our photo shoot.
Correct.
So it made it all manageable.
No carbs.
No carbs, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, get us into that because there's a lot of mixed literature and conversations about this no carbs diet, the keto diet or what. So talk us through this no carbs philosophy.
Okay, so the reality is your body need carbs, okay? Or else you cannot perform. You get brain fog, erection timing is very slow, it's just off.
Erection timing?
No, reaction timing.
Okay.
And erection actually, if you think about it.
I don't know, bro. You're the expert. You're the expert because you're on a reality TV dating show.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, stay tuned because I'm going to reveal to you in a while what this TV show is and where you can catch it. But this guy is on it, okay? So now, reaction timing.
Yeah, so that carbs give you energy.
Yep.
Technically to function, brain and everything like that. So the only way to force the body to have no energy source and to use fat is to remove carbs. But you cannot do it for a long time. You only can do it for a short period of time. And of course, you need to make sure that whoever is doing it, they can handle it.
Yeah.
Because some people cannot. In your normal, if you're an athlete and it's a normal, you cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot perform. Right? And if you're somebody who has meeting back to back, that's it. Finish. You go into the meeting being lost.
Yep.
So you really, really have to see the position of the client and how they can handle it, right?
Yeah.
But it works. It works and it is a necessary evil, but you cannot do it for a long time. I don't suggest people cut out carbs immediately. You have to gradually remove it and gradually go on it. And we even did something called carb cycling.
Yes. Talk us through what carb cycling means.
So removing carbs is drastic. That's the extreme.
Yep.
Not advisable. Carb cycling is the secondary one, which is better. What? That means you give yourself 2 days of no carbs. 1 day you replenish your carbs. So your body still have a top up, but your body is still in deficit. So your body still can tap onto fat. So in that way, you still take care of the mental health and the whole feeling of energy with the client so that they don't flat out.
Yeah.
Because once you remove carbs totally, you crash. Your body just crash.
Yeah. Not advisable.
Not advisable at all.
And even if you're going to be doing carb cycling or even if you're going to be doing any kind of cut,
Yes.
you are better off consulting a trained professional about this.
Correct.
Whether it's your physical trainer or whether it's your nutritionist or if you have not worked out ever in your life,
But then it's quite dangerous.
you should see get a health checkup
Correct.
first.
Do
right?
a proper full body checkup.
Yeah.
Because then you understand where you are in your whole health series. Then from there you can do the necessary steps.
Fluids, juice, water, cut. Talk me through all this because I did something called a water cut with you when we were leading into a photo shoot.
Correct.
I did something called a juice detox.
Which everybody hates.
Okay. Anything we need to understand about these elements before you go into it though? Like before someone does it, well, what do we need to understand about these processes?
I mean, of course, you have to have gone through a cycle of understanding your body and removing certain things from your body. In terms of removing carbs and all that food. Are you okay? Do you have gastric issues? Like if you don't eat for a few days, you need to be able to understand where you are with your body in order to do all this. Because starving yourself is not good.
Yeah.
Right?
We shouldn't be doing that,
Yeah,
right?
you shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
So you need to understand, is your body able to handle it? Because don't forget, once you do this, you're really putting your body on a slightly more extreme. Right? This is not for the layman, it's more for the extreme people who have already done leading up to it.
Yep.
That means kind of like slowly go into a calorie deficit, then slowly kind of like do carb cycling, your body gets used to it. Then you push it one step further, you go into like a juice detox. Then then your body can take it already. You're gradually preparing your body for stress.
You trained as a commando in the military, right?
Yes.
Were some of these elements that you bring up now, inspired by your training in the military at one point?
There was in the army, there was no time for you to react to stress. They just put you in the deep end of the pool. Whether you can or cannot, you survive. So that was a form of survival instinct. Your body naturally will survive. Because your body put through stress, your body will survive. That's your basic mechanism of the human body, is to survive. When you are hungry and you don't eat, what does your body do? Your body tap onto fat cells, give you energy or muscle. Right? Depending on what it is. When you're thirsty and you don't drink enough water, what does your body do? The minute your body has a bit of water, it starts to stall like a camel. Because your body don't know. Because there's no kind of like familiarity about what your body is doing. That's why you should always eat on time and not only eat when you are hungry, because that's already the red line in your body. Because your brain is telling yourself, oh my God, I don't know when this guy is going to feed me. The minute I eat, let's store. So what happens is people who eat one meal a day, you see, they don't really lose fat. They end up being skinny fat. Because why? The body starts to store all these food because they don't know when's the next meal. That's why consistency is the key, right? You have to consistently eat your meal every time of the day. So that your body says, hey, you know what? 3 o'clock, I'm going to get some food, no problem, just burn it. Use it for energy. Right?
Good. So don't starve yourself. Eat, but count.
Yeah, eat small meals throughout the day.
Yeah.
Be conscious about it. Don't just eat because you want to be full.
Yeah.
That's not the point also. Your body, you don't need to eat till you're full. You eat till you're full because you tell yourself you want to be full. And this is another misconception.
How does one react to other people looking at your clean food? I face this a lot, okay? when I'm doing my clean eating, which I still do till today, right? I still apply 80-20.
Okay.
Some days it's 50-50. some days it's 20-80. 20% clean and then pizza. Okay. No, but in reality, I face this a lot where people will see you meal prep, eating my whatever my air fried chicken, my steamed rice, and my broccoli with a little bit of maybe chili flakes or what. And then I'm eating on set. They'll be like, you eating that? Hey, how you tahan? So much good food around, you eating that? Well, people say, until today I got boiled eggs on set. They outcast me. Hey, Rishi want to go? No, Rishi got boiled eggs. I said, no, today don't have. No, never mind, you eat your boiled eggs. You eat your boiled eggs, it's okay. So, how do you deal with that social element?
I mean, you see, it's same like drinking, right? When you go out, you socially drink and then you drink a Coke, people say, he don't drink lah. Don't need to ask him lah. You become ostracized. But then again, the reality is, you know what drinking does to your body. You feel like shit the next day.
Yep.
For what? Now, a night out? Is it worth it? What are your goals? Is it bigger than that? So everybody has their own personal goals. If they don't want to follow you, some of them mock you because, you know why? They can't do it themselves. So they say, you eating this? But the reality is you have the resilience and you have the discipline to do it.
Yep.
And that's why you are where you are, you get your goals.
And actually, it's only when the results come out.
Yes.
When they see the results.
And the irony, people say, wow, how do you do it? Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I was eating the boiled eggs, bro. Like,
just show them your bland food.
Yeah.
But no, one thing I've learned over the years is that the clean food doesn't need to be bland.
yes,
You know?
100%.
I mean, if you figure out your meal prep properly,
Correct.
it can actually be good tasting,
Yes.
clean meals
Correct.
that make you feel good.
Yeah.
Make you sleep better, make you, even today, to have an interview. So, full disclosure, we are doing this on a Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
Okay, which is a lazy part
Yes.
of the week. Lazy, if you had to pick a lazy part of the week, it's a Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
But because this morning's been a clean meal for me, good coffee, 4 eggs, half boil,
Nice.
banana, avocado.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. My
Sounds-
morning's solid.
See, you feel good about
I
yourself.
feel good.
You start your day feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
And that carries yourself throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
Even though it's a lazy day.
Yeah. I mean, we bought some muffins for after the interview, which I know you are on a cut right now, right?
Yes, I am on
So
the cut.
we'll show it to you. You see whether you are allowed to have it
No,
later.
no.
At the end of the show, okay? No, but thanks for commenting on that, because I think sometimes this social stigma,
Yes.
it affects people
Correct.
in a way that makes it difficult.
Yeah.
And I faced it, whether it's with alcohol or whether it's with my food. People are just like, oh, this one, what's going on here, man? No need to bother. The water cut,
Okay.
this one. Why do models or fighters do it?
Okay. So when you start to cut water from your body, what you do is you load. There's a loading phase. So maybe about a week before the original day that you need to do the photo shoot or whatnot, you end up loading your body with a lot of water. And then you do that so that the body thinks that it's overhydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? When it's overhydrated, what the body then does is your organs are all hydrated. It starts to remove all excess water. Because remember I told you, if you don't drink enough water, it starts to store. So,
Because and that's a big part of your normal diet also, right?
Correct.
Drinking
Hydration.
sufficient water, hydrating yourself
Correct.
sufficiently.
So what you do is you're just generally tricking the body into thinking that, okay, I'm overhydrated now. I should remove all the storage water. So it starts to remove water from your skin, and all that. So it just removes, but everything else is hydrated. Your organs are all hydrated. So that gives you that clean, dry look. As you are going towards the day of the shoot, you end up doing lesser, and almost no water. But the body is still removing water because you trick the body into thinking that it's overhydrated.
So stupid, the body. How come the body don't know?
The body is smart and stupid at the same time, right? It's called a hack. So you hack it in.
Okay, so the philosophy, or rather the science of it, is that So I speak of it only from my experience.
Correct.
Right, that there was like an X number of liters you do a week before.
Yes.
And then you reduce it gradually until the day of, where you
Technically
have nothing
Yes.
until you are done with the shoot.
Correct.
Which is basically a practice that a lot of bodybuilders use,
Yes.
or even models going in a photo shoot.
Correct.
To kind of dry up your...
To give you that very dry, veiny look.
Health-wise, how do we negotiate that? I mean, is that something recommended to be done?
So anytime you have to force the body to remove something, and important stuff like water, that can be quite scary. Because bodybuilders have been known to force the water out of their body. By taking diuretics, which is not good, because then your kidney have to work harder. And that is a very big health concern. Because your kidney is in charge of like removing and all that, right? So when you force your body to do that, your kidney is so stressed. And that causes a lot of issues.
Yeah.
So that is definitely not advisable without a trained professional.
Right.
Yeah, so it is definitely not for the normal person to do this and hope to get a result that they want to see.
Yeah, bro. If any of you ever see me in a bodybuilding competition, just know that it's over. That means I've given up on writing, on comedy, on acting, on hosting, dancing, everything done. If you see me like right there in some competition where
Rishi, don't cancel it out. Come on. Come on. Don't cancel it out.
if I have started, cannot. No, I'm just saying that's not my...
Wear the small tight underwear.
Yeah, cannot.
Then you cancel.
I'm done, man. That means you know that it's over. I've done everything that I could in life. No, but it's interesting because, of course, at the professional level, there are all these things that you have personally experienced because you have been a part of bodybuilding competitions.
Yes.
You are actually training for one right now.
Correct.
Tell us about that if you can.
So I'm representing Singapore in a bodybuilding competition held in Thailand. So it's a big competition by the Association of Bodybuilding and Physique in Singapore.
Okay.
So we're kind of like selecting people to kind of like be the future of bodybuilding in Singapore.
Okay.
To bring back the glory. Yeah.
Is this something that you always knew you would do? Because you've been a part of different industries in the past as well. I know that you were part of the F&B industry.
Correct.
You've been an entrepreneur in that area as well. And now, since maybe the past, I want to say, decade, you have been working in the health and fitness industry, and you've been helping a lot of people as well. Is this something you always thought you would do, or what changed or brought you into this world?
I came in it actually as a way to kind of balance myself out mentally and physically. I was in a very bad space. So I had to find my own way to kind of balance myself out. And then I realized through my own journey, I could actually help so many people. And there was somebody just like me out there. And I realized through me going through all the stages where I kind of found myself and got motivated and I changed with health, I could actually share. Because there's so many things on the internet that don't tell you about health. They tell you everything wrong. And for me, I wanted to make it so simple and so real for the people to understand that fitness is actually really simple.
Yep.
Right? And with that journey, I realized that coaching has become kind of like my thing. I wanted to help people to see the best versions of themselves.
Yep.
Things that they didn't know that was really that they could achieve. And with that, I started going coaching. I started training people for bodybuilding competitions. I myself participated in it. And the only way to actually know if you can do it is to do it yourself. Then you have first-hand experience of how to fail.
Yep.
So that you don't help people not to fail. That was the idea about it.
No, and beyond the shadow of a doubt, you have certainly helped me. I know that much. It's this journey that I've taken with you over the past few years has been transformative, not just physically, but mentally as well. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who will agree with me. On a more serious note, I think this is something that people want to know. Or rather, in the journey that you've had as a trainer, as a coach, who do you think has been your best student?
I feel that's a trick question, yes? That's like a trick question, like...
The guy there,
okay.
Somebody there.
Yes, it's Rishi, yes. Rishi, 100%.
Wow. You're going to get some calls from Paul Foster, from Vinny Sharp.
Yeah.
Bro, Shrey, all going to call you on. EJ, I saw your episode with Rishi. What does that mean? Your best student? No, but this is not the only thing that you do, right? Because you are also a very single, eligible bachelor who's now going to feature on a reality TV show called...
Match Me Abroad.
Match Me Abroad Season 2. Okay, so we saw actually some snippets of it from another contestant online. And how did this happen, bro? Like have you been marketing yourself as a trainer come single bachelor with shortest erection time? Longest erection time.
Oh, calm down.
Sorry, shortest reaction and longest erection time. What's your play, bro?
So I am Mr. World Singapore 2023 Senior. And because of that, kind of like a public figure. And they wanted to find eligible bachelors in Singapore. So the show is really about people from the US trying to find love in the world.
Okay, they came to Singapore to find love.
Yeah, come on, man. Why not Singapore?
I don't know, bro. People in Singapore cannot find love from each other. Why are people from the US coming here to find love?
So what happens is they fly them off to different parts of the world. And basically a couple, a guy and a girl, and they go and look for love. And it kind of documents their journey, and it also highlights the country, right?
Okay.
So it's very interesting because this is the first time in US dating reality TV show that Singapore and Singaporeans has been showcased to the world. First time.
Do you think you represent the single Singaporean men accurately in this country?
Okay, I want to definitely say that I am who I am. If you know me and you watch the show, you'll say, yeah, that's EJ.
Okay.
I never tried to play a part. Obviously, I was politically correct with all my answers. You just cannot say things that But the reality of it, I wanted to be me. I wanted to be who I was. I didn't want to play a part.
Yep.
Right? So yeah, so I had fun. Filmed. Very interesting. Being on a reality TV show. It's an experience that, unbelievable.
So what if someone wants to watch it, it's on HBO Max.
Yes, correct. HBO Max, TLC. It shows actually on Monday itself, Singapore time, after 11 a.m. But the next day, it'll be shown on YouTube.
Okay. So that means someone in Singapore, if they don't have a HBO Max subscription,
Correct.
they can watch it on
you can
YouTube.
watch it the next day on YouTube.
What can Singaporeans look forward to in your particular episode of Match Me Abroad? Something that, without giving away spoilers, but what do you want them to see, other than you being yourself and taking this person out?
You will definitely see drama. There will be a little bit of drama.
Wow.
Yeah. And you get to see a woman's perspective of how she gauges Singapore men.
Interesting.
Because, normally parts of the US, they don't really know what a Singaporean man is like. Her initial impression was crazy rich Asians.
So, you're Asian.
It is crazy.
You're a bit crazy. Rich? Question mark, yes
Question
or
mark,
no?
yes.
You must understand from a Singaporean man. Actually, Singaporean men are crazy, are Asian, a lot of them, but rich, I don't know.
I think we're rich in culture.
That I'm sure that's not what she was looking for. Rich in culture, she would have gone to other parts of Southeast Asia, bro. Not come to like Singapore, most expensive city. No, but good. I personally, so looking forward to watching this episode.
Yes.
So hopefully
awesome.
there's something positive. But given this is already, the shooting is over, it's going on air.
Correct.
And you are still single. I'm guessing it didn't work out. No. Okay.
We don't know.
Question mark.
Yes.
Tune in to Match Me Abroad Season 2 featuring EJ Phillip to check it out. If we have a trailer, we'll put it here now. But we don't have rights to it, so I don't know whether we'll get shut down. It's okay. Luqman,
I think it's okay because it's on YouTube.
Oh, if it's YouTube, okay lah. Maybe we can just hear it out. Okay, cool. Before we wrap things up, I want us to, for the people who are listening in, if they are considering starting a health journey, they don't know where to start. I'm talking about someone who maybe has not been in the gym for years or ever. I'm even talking to the people who maybe are in their, maybe a bit more senior, afraid of these dumbbells and barbells, afraid of going into the gym and being judged. And I asked this question because I was there. I was there for a long time, that I would walk into a gym and I'd see people around me with, these muscle tees and like taking, 50 kilo each hand and doing something. I didn't know what it's called, but it's the, the dumbbell press and all that. And I'm like, maybe it's
You
not...
forget the grunting and all that.
grunting, the cap and the, flexing in the mirror and everything. And I went, and I'm like, I think I go back. Because I'm not going to carry like a 10 kilo one side or 5 kilo and do like that all. So at that time, I remember thinking, I wish there was like a kindergarten for the main gym. Like there must be a separate gym for the beginners where we don't get judged. What would you say to those people who are so scared to start the journey that they don't know where to start?
I think the important key is to start, right? And if you want to start with the simple things. Number one, just be a bit more cautious about what you're eating. Start with the diet. Control what you can control. That's the most important thing. It helps if you kind of like have an app to kind of track what you're eating. That really, really helps because then you know what you're putting in your body.
Give us a recommendation for
So
an app.
I personally like MyFitnessPal. And there's another one if you don't really know, let's say you're out eating and plate of rice, you want to kind of check the calories. There's an app where you can actually just take a picture and it actually tells you plus minus, not
Approximately,
exactly, that how much calories there.
What's that
So
called?
that app is called Cal AI. Really good app. It helps. So you have tools like that to actually help you to start something.
Yep.
So you cannot say that, oh, I don't know. See, there's no excuse.
Start by watching what you eat.
Correct.
Yep.
So do the small things which you can control, which is number one, watch what you put into your body. Number two, simple, start to move a little bit more.
Okay.
If you have to kind of like, let's say you stay on the 10th floor and you realize that you had a heavy dinner, take the stairs instead of the lift. Just put your body to that stress, right? And before you know it, you are moving more than you would have. And these are the small things that actually play a part,
Yep.
right? Things that you can control instead of doing things that you cannot control, like traveling to the gym, stigma of like being there, not knowing what to do. Do things that you can do.
Yep.
Go for the afternoon walk.
Counting your steps, that's a big thing right now.
Correct.
Worth it? Yeah. Yes, no?
So the whole 10,000 steps thing, it was actually designed for someone that is sedentary. That means you do not move at all.
Yep.
All you do is wake up from bed, shower, drive to work, sit down at the table, walk to the makan place, walk back. Then the 10,000 steps is to actually to help let you move.
At least a bit.
Yeah, but that does nothing. That's just to help your heart to be a little bit stronger than what it is.
Oh, really? Nothing?
Yes.
Alamak. Okay, but I guess for someone who...
It's been hyped up so badly. Like,
Yeah.
10,000 steps will work for someone who's 50 years old. Because why? To them, it's intense.
Okay.
I have to walk hard. That puts strain on their heart,
Yeah.
which in turn makes them stronger.
Okay.
But if you're a healthy guy in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 10,000 steps does nothing for you.
Okay, fair. Understood. So this is really, again, to frame it into context is for people who really have not started, don't know where to start.
Yeah.
For them, a 10,000 steps is a fair goal.
Correct.
It's a healthy goal.
So it's a beginning step, but they
okay.
cannot get comfortable and use that as a point of, I did my 10,000 steps, so I'm okay.
Now I can eat
Correct.
buffet.
No, so that doesn't work. It doesn't relate again.
Understood.
Right? So it always has to be progressive. The word is taking baby steps, but keep moving forward.
Yep.
Right? So start with 10,000 steps today. Right? Maybe in a week time when you find it is a bit easier, increase. Right? 15,000, then 20. Right? And you build it up as you go.
Yep.
And before you know it, you're doing 30,000 steps a day, you're feeling great about yourself.
Okay. So the food, the steps to get moving, hydration,
Hydration, yes.
sleep,
Sleep, yes. Sleep also.
very important.
Correct.
And linked to food, I would say my personal top 5 that I learned while training with you and experimenting with my own body. Okay, that sounds wrong. Not experimenting.
I was just about to say that. I was like, whoa, calm down. What?
Understanding my body during the training sessions and during the diet sessions and during the juice detox that we did and during the water cuts that we did. The 5 things I would say, even if you have no access to a gym and even if you are not with a PT, a physical trainer, I would say sleep, right? Get your 6 to 8 hours of sleep, whatever that is. I would say that to me, that has become a non-negotiable as far as possible. Because what we learned was if you don't get that rest or that sleep, doesn't matter how much time you spend in the gym, your body won't have the rest to recover and rebuild those muscles.
Correct.
So whatever you're looking at, whether it's burning fat or building muscles or cutting weight, if you don't get enough sleep, probably won't happen properly.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
The other thing I really learned about was hydration, right? Getting the right amount of water. And also a big thing was sunlight. Morning sun, the kind of changes it does to your entire day is quite cool. So I make it a point every morning to take my dog out for a walk, clock in some steps, but also get some sunlight. Natural foods.
Yes.
That's a big thing that I discovered training with you, right? So if you are looking at, can I do should I do a salad or should I do a wrap? Always go for the salad because the wrap is processed, or always go for the salad because the bread is processed. Or this is what we also kind of figured out, right? That if I had to do a carb, I'd rather do rice.
Yes, 100%.
White rice, steamed rice, basmati rice.
Yes.
Actually very good because low GI.
Correct. Starch content is lower and the processing is easier on the tummy.
Such a hack. Work for my body instead. I don't know if it will work for non-Indians. Basmati is in our DNA. I don't know, man. It worked for me, right? So like we ditch the brown rice.
Yep.
We ditch the brown breads or whatever.
Correct.
Of course, occasionally you still do it.
Yep.
But yeah. And one thing that we stumbled upon was cortisol levels.
Yes,
Stress levels. Which again, scientifically, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has its links to your sleep pattern.
Correct.
It has its links to water retention.
Correct.
It also has its links to fat burning.
Yep.
And
Muscle building. Yep.
So controlling your stress levels actually improves all these things we mentioned.
Yep.
And when your stress levels go whack, then everything kind of goes whack.
Yeah.
But what we have to understand is they're actually interlinked, right? Having good sleep, water, sunlight,
Everything
training.
plays a part in the whole big picture, yes?
Yeah, it's all interconnected.
Correct.
Yeah, so start those few things. Hopefully it gets you on the right journey. How can... are you still taking on clients, I guess? Do you have bandwidth? Because you are... From every time I check with EJ, he's always full. Because people just want to train with the head honcho. So I guess we want to understand. Are you still taking people on?
I mean, on a serious time, maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they need, they can still
Yes.
contact you
Yes.
and see if that can happen. Thanks so much for being on the show, man. This has
It's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure.
been a long time coming. You know, I've wanted on this season to talk to people who have had a significant impact on the nation's fabric in terms of their contributions. I don't know if the nation is going to acknowledge you or send you a certificate or a commemorative coin or a goodie bag.
SG60 goodie bag.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but my personal journey of health and fitness and mental wellness living in this country has been very positively impacted by my time with you. And I want to thank you for that.
I'm glad to be a part of it.
Thanks a lot, EJ. Really appreciate you being on the show. That was our episode on health and fitness. I hope you managed to take something away from that. And if you've got any questions or comments, as usual, please put them down in the comment section. We continue our discussion with figures who've had a significant impact on Singapore and Singaporeans in this SG60 podcast series. So tune in to our next episode of the Rishi Report SG60 podcast special. We'll see you again very soon.